Today I taught you separation of blue and black dye from ink. So just try to understand. While doing all process I have explained. Now some precautions should also be there. Just see, ink should not be directly heated. Otherwise what would be there? Along with the water, whatever organic dye is present, they may also be decomposed. That is why water bath should be made. Now procedure you have seen. Over the water bath, that ink should be kept so that the direct exposure to the heat can be avoided. So here I wrote, we should avoid direct heating of ink because the ink contains dye and water. So there will be a possibility that the dye may also be decomposed if it will come direct contact of heat. So what is the conclusion of this one? Ink is not pure compound. It is a mixture of two substances, that is organic dye and water. So now let us move to the second process, that is separation of cream from milk. Nowadays in the market, if you go, you will get so many packets of milk, and there what is written? Double, full cream milk, toned milk, double toned milk. There are so many words. So today I will try hard to explain that one. So first you write question. How will you separate cream from milk? Okay, that is the question. So just see the answer. First, what should be there? Study of nature of milk. Study of component of milk. Component of milk. Just see. The milk is consisted of two parts. The first, just see. Milk equal to cream plus liquid part. Liquid milk. So just try to understand. Cream is solid and this liquid milk is liquid. Okay. Now try to understand this cream, this solid, this is lighter particle. And what about this one? This is heavier particle. Okay. So just try to understand. Now we have studied the component of milk. Now try to understand. On the basis of nature of milk or components of milk, we should adopt the technique. So the technique adopted for separation of cream from milk is churning. What is that one? Churning or centrifugation. So technique used. Next heading is technique used. So just see, write down here technique used. Which technique you will use? Centrifugation. This is also known as churning. What is this one? Churning. And what is the principle of this technique? So write down here principle. The principle of this technique is when the liquid solution is rotated with the full speed, then lighter particle collected at top while the heavier particle settle down. So just see here, what is the cream now here? Cream is the lighter particle or not? You can write down the here principle. If liquid mixture is rotated with full speed, then lighter particle collected at the collected at the bottom. Okay, this is the principle. Now method. So just try to understand here. Method I will show you in the extra marks. Churning, just try to understand. Mother at your home, mother is also doing that one to get the buttermilk. Okay, so churning you are very much familiar. Just see, like that they are doing or not. With one small stick, milk set into curd, then curd is collected in a big size pot, then one stick, with the one stick they are doing like that. What is that one? That is only churning, and because of that churning, what is there? Cream will be collected above, because it is a lighter particle, and a heavier particle, that is the liquid milk, that will be collected at the bottom. Just see that technique.
Do you know how double tone milk is obtained from full cream milk? Double tone milk is obtained from full cream milk by the method of churning. Churning is used to separate the lighter particles of solid which are suspended in liquid. It is commonly done with hands by using stirrer, also known as a hand churner, or with the help of a mixer. Butter is obtained by churning curd. Let us watch a video for the better understanding of this concept.
Churning. Churning butter is an ancient art. The earliest churns were made of goat skin, and it took a very long time to make even the tiniest bit of butter. Today, we use the hand churns and the electric churns, so that the process of making butter becomes less time consuming. Churning is used for separating the lighter particles of solid suspended in a liquid. In hand churning, a stick called dasher or churn dash stirs in a circular rhythmic motion at a very high speed in an earthenware pot with the help of rope. As a result, the lighter particles get collected above the liquid. This method is used in the dairies for separating the curd from the milk.
Present in milk are very small and cannot be separated by the filtration technique. Such mixtures are separated by the process of centrifugation. The underlying principle of centrifugation is that the denser particles are forced to go at the bottom, while the lighter particles stay at the top when spun rapidly. Centrifugation is now used in various fields. It is used in diagnostic laboratories for blood and urine tests. It is used in dairies and homes to separate butter from cream. It is also used in washing machines to squeeze out water from the wet clothes.
What are the application of centrifugation? So just try to understand. In diagnostic laboratory, just see, whenever we fall sick, what is there? Urine sample, blood sample, some other samples are given to the laboratories. And how they are testing that one? With the help of churning only they are testing. So the first application of centrifugation is in diagnostic laboratory. Second one is in dairies. In dairies, what is happening? Just see, cream can be separated from the milk, butter can be separated from curd. So with the help of churning, with the help of centrifugation only these things are possible. In washing machine also churning is used. Just try to understand, in washing machine what is there? Cloths are wet or not? So they absorb a lot of water. So because of the churning only, just see, washing machine churn only. What is there? It squeezes the water from the cloths and your cloths will dry very quickly. Now the last question of centrifugation technique is how churning or centrifugation is better than filtration. centrifugation is better than filtration. So just try to understand. This is the question. Okay. Answer is just see. In filtration technique, what is there? Small particle can pass through the pores of filter paper. Okay. But in centrifugation, what is happening? Small particles are lighter particles. They are collecting at the top. Okay. And heavier particles, they are settling down. They are getting collected at the bottom. So here you can write in filtration, what is there? In filtration, small particle can pass through small pores. Can pass through small pores of filter paper. Can pass through small pores of filter paper. While in centrifugation, lighter particle can be collected at the top and separated from the heavier particle, which settled at bottom. So in this way, what we can say, centrifugation is better than filtration. In filtration, pure means complete separation of substances are not there. But in churning or centrifugation, complete separation of lighter particle from heavier particle is possible. That is why centrifugation is better than filtration. Okay. Now let us move to the another technique, that is sublimation. So again I will write one question. How can you separate the ammonium chloride from salt? So dear cadets, now this is the question. How can we separate salt and ammonium chloride from the mixture of salt and ammonium chloride? So just see, the first step is study of nature of component of mixture. So in the mixture, two component is there. One is salt and another one is ammonium chloride. What is that one? Ammonium chloride. So just try to understand. Already I told you, to adopt a particular technique, what is there? We should study the physical and chemical property of the components. So let us study the physical property of these two components. Salt, what is this one? Their boiling point is high, melting point, not boiling point. Boiling point for liquid, melting point for solid. And what is this one? What about this one? Low. Number one thing is it is also solid. Okay, it is also solid. Okay, both components are solid, but this one is having high melting point. This is having low melting point. Okay, so it is non-sublime substance. Non-sublime substance. What about this one? This is sublime substance. So what is the meaning of sublime substance? substance which directly converted into gaseous state without undergoing liquid state. So just try to understand what is the meaning of sublime substance. The substance which directly converted into gaseous state without undergoing liquid state. Just try to understand. This is solid. So generally if you are heating, so this should be converted into liquid state. But the substances which are sublime substance, they will not be converted into liquid state. Directly they will be converted into gas state. So such type of substances, means this solid substance will be known as sublime substances. Now which technique should be used here? The technique used for this mixture is sublimation. What is that technique? Sublimation. Just see here. So first you write the definition of sublimation. Here write the heading technique used. So which technique is used here? Sublimation. Okay. So just write down the principle of this technique. Principle. When solid mixture is heated. So the principle is when solid mixture is heated, then sublime component will be directly converted into gaseous state without undergoing liquid state. So just see here, solid component will be directly converted into gaseous state without undergoing liquid state. This is the principle of sublimation technique. Now what is your question? Your question is how can you separate the salt from ammonium chloride? Means mixture of salt and ammonium chloride is there. How can you separate this? So just see the method I will show you with the extra marks. Just see, it is very simple process. You have to take China dish. In the China dish, both components should be taken. Means salt and ammonium chloride should be taken, and they should be heated. And now that China dish should be covered with the inverted funnel. Funnel you might have seen in the laboratory. Inverted funnel. Then what would be there? Since ammonium chloride is having low melting point, then what would be there? It will be directly converted into gaseous state, and their vapor will rise, and their vapor will be condensed at the top of the funnel, because in upper portion of the funnel temperature is less. So that vapor which is gaseous state, that is the vapor state. Okay. Now they will condense and they will be collected at the walls of funnel, while salt being a higher melting solid, that will remain in the China dish. Now what you do? You just remove the funnel, okay, and set those condensed ammonium chloride particle in separate utensil. In this way, means repeat the process time and again until entire ammonium chloride gets separated from the salt.
Thus, the mixture to be separated must contain a sublime component to utilize this method. The mixtures that can be separated with the help of sublimation are ammonium chloride, camphor, naphthalene and anthracene.
We will now perform an experiment to demonstrate the sublimation of ammonium chloride. We take some ammonium chloride in a china dish and place it on the tripod stand. The china dish is covered with an inverted glass funnel. A loose cotton plug is put in the upper open end of the funnel to prevent the ammonium chloride vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. The china dish is heated by using a burner. On heating, the ammonium chloride transforms into white vapors. These vapors rise up and get converted into solid ammonium chloride on coming in contact with the cold inner walls of the funnel. In this manner, ammonium chloride collects on the inner sides of the funnel in the form of a sublimate and can be removed. Let us watch a video for better understanding of this concept. In stage shows or live performances, you might have seen fog or smoke effect. Do you know how this effect is created? Let's understand the science behind it. This effect is created by the sublimation of dry ice or solid carbon dioxide. Sublimation is the process by which solid changes directly into vapors on heating. Naphthalene, camphor, ammonium chloride are some common examples of sublimating substances. Here we will perform an activity to understand how ammonium chloride sublimates. For this activity, we need ammonium chloride, cotton wool, china dish, funnel, tripod stand, wire gauze, and a spirit lamp. Take some ammonium chloride in a china dish. Invert a glass funnel over it. Plug the stem of the funnel with a cotton wool to prevent the vapors from escaping into the air. Heat this mixture. What do you observe? Vapors are formed and are moving upwards towards cooler part of funnel. These are vapors of ammonium chloride because it is a sublimating substance. After some time, the whole amount of ammonium chloride sublimates. On cooling, solid ammonium chloride deposits on the inner surface of the funnel. This method is used for separating solid mixtures in which one of the components can sublimate on heating. Mixture of liquids.
Dear cadets, you might have understood how the sublimation process is done. So now you can write the examples of sublime substances. Sublime substances. Just see, already you have noted down. So these are the ammonium chloride, ammonium chloride. Next one is camphor, which is used in puja time, offering puja. Correct or not? Camphor. Third one is benzoic acid. Fourth one is naphthalene. Instead of benzoic acid, write here anthracene. CINE. So these are the substances which directly get converted into vapor state without undergoing liquid state. They are the solid and upon heating they directly get converted into vapor state without undergoing liquid. So now this is the time to give you some questions. So just try to understand. One question is this one only: how can we separate salt and ammonium chloride from the mixture of salt and ammonium chloride? Now question number 2, earlier only I wrote how can we separate cream from milk. So just I will tell you how to write. Just see, these questions answer should be written under following heading. Answer should be written under following heading. The number 1 thing is study of nature of component of mixture. Okay. Next one is technique used. Then principle. Third one is principle. Next one is method. And last one is other thing, if any. Other thing, if any, I will tell you the meaning of if any. Like one question I told you now, how is centrifugation better than filtration? So such type of thing should be written here. Even precautions can also be written if it is there. Like in the ink case, precautions was there. Please, in addition to these 4 questions, just write the first question also. How can we separate the components of ink from blue black ink? Under same heading you should write. I taught them. So these 3 questions. This is the question number 2. This is the question number 3rd, and question number 1 is how can we separate organic dye or only dye in itself है organic compound. Dye from blue black ink. So these 3 questions answer you should write and submit me for the checking.